Hi.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Brad.
And we are AudioShelf.
Before we start, make sure to click that red button down below to subscribe.
Yes, and also hit that little bell so you can stay up to date whenever we release a new episode. Today, we are talking about rewriting books.
Ooh, I wonder what books we're going to choose.
So these are books that maybe we liked, maybe we didn't like, but there are parts in it that we really couldn't stand. That if maybe it just would have changed a little bit, we would have liked it a little bit more. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit.
Let's dive in.
Yes. So the first one I want to talk about is one that we might have mentioned on here before. We definitely mentioned it in our podcast episodes.
Yes.
Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty.
A good whopping 2 out of 5. For me.
I believe we shoved it.
Yes, shoved it away.
Yes, we pushed it off a cliff. It is gone. It is dead to us.
Bye.
The reason why we didn't like this one so much is because it was basically a book of clickbait. Every single chapter would end and it would be like, and I couldn't believe what came next. And then the next chapter would be a flashback to some other time in history, or a flash forward to when everything is just drab and gray and nobody likes anything.
I just remember someone playing a cello.
Yes.
At a barbecue.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe?
No, she was definitely in a concert hall.
Oh.
We read this one a while ago, so Brad has a little bit fuzzy brain about it. But basically, I think it could have been fixed up. Brad thinks it could have been fixed up by just tweaking that middle part. Because the mystery, the big reveal, wasn't even that mysteriously thrillery.
I was like, oh, okay.
It was just like, oh, okay, someone was trapped inside the house and was alerting somebody to somebody falling into a fountain.
It's all coming back to me.
Oh,
it's all coming back to me now.
Oh my God.
There were
nights when the wind was so cold?
Yes. It's all coming back.
Okay. All right, he's back.
Okay, I'm here.
You're here. You're ready. You did a little flashback in your head like Truly Madly Guilty, and you won.
The victim was an old man.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to spoil it because, I mean, it's been out for a long time at this point.
This is a spoiler episode.
Yes, yeah. So just be prepared. But yeah, the victim was an old man, and he was alerting the neighbors during a barbecue that a child had fallen into the fountain and was drowning. Everything resolves itself, except he does actually end up dying by accident.
Wonderful.
Because he has like a heart attack and falls down the stairs trying to rush forward and be a good man, which he was a grumpy old man the whole time. So no one came to his house anymore. So he laid there and festered. And like, that was the thing. That was like the twist. But the whole time we're made to believe that one of the kids drowned and were in danger. And it's just like, they weren't. Nothing happened. This person who literally never got visited by anybody died accidentally from a heart attack. And that was the mystery.
Wow. How could you have changed it?
You could have changed it by not force feeding us these like clickbaity, cliffhangery chapters every single chapter.
Okay.
Because I was ready for Big Little Lies kind of reveal.
I really was. And I was so excited. I was like, who killed this person?
Yeah.
And it was just not there.
Because we didn't know who actually ended up dying. We didn't know if it was the kid or we didn't know if it was a neighbor, but we rarely had any interactions with this neighbor.
Never.
We had no connection with this neighbor whatsoever. So finding out he died was just kind of like, okay.
Womp womp.
He had that moment like in Home Alone with the neighbor that like Kevin's afraid of.
Oh, yes.
It was one of those moments where it was like he wanted to do something good and alert the people that this kid was drowning. So he was going to rush and save her. She was already saved, but he died going down the stairs.
Wasn't there a Boy Meets World episode about this?
I think there was a lot of episodes about this.
It was like Mr. Feeney wrapped up in one.
Yeah.
Grumpy old man, but he really cares about his kids.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
1000%. So I would have reworked it so that the mystery was a little bit more of a mystery. And I probably just would have nixed the whole old man story.
Yeah.
Like actually made it a mystery. Give us what you're teasing. And what you were teasing was a dead fountain girl.
Did we ever eat at the barbecue?
I think they got through the corn cob. And you know, if you only get through the corn cob, it is a failure of a barbecue.
God, it's just the worst part of the barbecue, in my opinion. Anyway, so I would like to go next.
Yes, please. You're the only other one here.
So, okay. So, want to preface this. I love this book. I believe you like the book. It is Ruth Ware's The Turn of the Key.
Yes.
Now, again, spoilery part. So if you have not read this book, please exit the video. Mm-hmm. But still give us a like up.
Yes. Yes, please.
All right. So, I love the book. I love the reveal at the end. I figured it was coming. The little girl, accidentally kills her sister. Whatever. But...
Whatever. Blase.
But the thing is with me is the little girl doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And the main character takes up for her and essentially keeps her secret so much that now she's in jail writing to the solicitor. And and now this girl's serving time for this little girl's crime.
For life. Life.
And it was Rowan. Rowan was the main character.
Yes.
And she's serving time for life because of this little ratchet little girl.
No, 100% with you. And this is a real teachable moment for Rowan.
It really is.
She could have taught that little girl that these are the consequences when you murder someone.
Yes.
The kid didn't just push someone over and make them scrape their knee and make them cry and for their mommy.
Yeah.
She murdered her sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's funny. Rowan just taught this little girl that isn't okay to kill people.
And you know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of people not realizing that kids grow up to be humans.
Yes.
Wait, what? They grow up to be adults.
Yes.
They grow up to be responsible people who are supposed to be contributing members to society. Mm-hmm. That is what they come from, a little tiny thing that are all cute and bumbly. Yep. And then they grow up to be us. Yeah. Okay? Teach them while they're young.
So it's funny because now this little girl is going to be traumatized her whole entire life. She's going to be like, oh my God, I killed my sister. And there was no consequence. I'm going to kill this other sister. Yes. She has 8 sisters.
She has 8 sisters. She would kill them all. She would kill her parents.
Oh my gosh. And remember, we like this book. What?
Yes.
We like this book, but the little girl should have had some consequence. And I feel like if Ruth Ware wrote some consequence into that, or, I don't know what's going to happen now that Rowan has told her solicitor about, the truth.
It was found in the walls many years later, 3 years later.
Yes, yes.
So, it's in the hands of somebody else who could exonerate her, but we don't know.
We don't know.
And so, yes, the girl that was killed was doing some trolly stuff to Rowan, but still, she wasn't gonna kill Rowan.
Yeah, this little girl has died
because she was leaving sounds up in the attic.
Yes, and she essentially died for no reason, and her death is now in vain because her little serial killer sister is gone loose.
She's on the run. So, and we don't know what's going to happen. The dad was also a bad guy. So, maybe the little girl could, get in her head, oh, all bad people need to be punished.
Yes.
And so they need to get what's coming to them.
So, it was a good book.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the little girl should have had some consequence. And that's how I would have rewritten the book. I would have figured out a way to get this little girl in trouble.
Yes. Because it would have been such a wild thing to have this girl, that would have been another story.
And then we could have watched her get help because essentially this little girl needs help now.
Yes.
We have stranded this little girl. She needs help.
Yes, she needs help.
And now she's just running off playing with little horsies. And
Brad needs help.
We can't help her anymore.
No.
All right, I need to take a break.
Yeah,
so you got the next one?
Ooh, that one made us both mad.
Well, hot.
But we liked it.
We liked it. We loved the book. We love Ruth Ware. Hey, girl.
Yes. So anyway, the last one that we have is There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins.
Oh, I thought you...
This is a young adult teen horror. It's a slasher. It's very much reminiscent of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of teenage death and blood and gore. I would have rewrote the ending of this novel.
Yes.
Mainly because it was very confusing. We listened to it on audiobook, and it was a great listen. Did like it 90%.
Yeah, and I liked it about 75.
Yeah. But it was very like jumpy. And I'm slicing out, like, I'm putting all of the parts that I liked in like one little percentage because it wasn't a a continuous timeline of like things that I liked. Like,
yes.
Like there was the beginning, which was like hardcore and awesome.
It was like Drew Barrymore scene.
Yes. And then you had like the talking about the main character, which I was like, I could do without this.
All right, Sydney.
And then you had the next murder scene. So I would have taken like, it wasn't linear.
It wasn't linear. It didn't know what it wanted to be.
Yeah.
Was it a contemporary? Was it a horror?
Yeah.
Where are we?
We didn't know where we were. And so at the end, there's like this unnecessary death that I wouldn't have wanted to have in there. There was this like car scene. There was a maze scene. There was like, she's crying her magic tears into his mouth to bring him back to life. Not really, but like that's how it felt. And it was just like, it kind of felt a little manic.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was the point because it was a very like serial maniac killer type deal, but it just didn't click with me.
Yeah.
So I would have rewrote the ending.
Yes, definitely. And this was another book that we were like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. You know, parts of it we really liked.
Yes.
So we're happy that we finished and read the book, but there were parts of it we could change.
Yeah. I think what I would have changed still had the maze scene because that maze scene was awesome.
That was a good scene.
It was really, really cool. But there was also like a moment before the maze scene where they're like rushing in a car, someone dies, but it's not from like a car accident, it's from the killer. And you're just like, why did they have to die? Like I don't understand. Then someone gets stabbed like in the corn maze, and I feel like it could have just been a good moment with these 4 new friends, like people who are our main characters, like new friends and also her boyfriend, and they could have been laying hands on this killer.
Ooh, yeah.
They could have been kicking his ass the whole time, and that could have been the whole scene. We didn't need this scream scene of like reveal because we had the reveal already. We knew who it was.
Yes. And again, spoilers, sorry. But this is because the character moved away, right?
No.
Oh, no, that was one of us is lying.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
No. This one was... The guy was kind of an outcast. He even killed his own best friend.
Yes.
And then he went through the corn maze and basically became like a ghost face killer where people were dressing up as this killer and going through the maze. And so it was very much reminiscent of, what was that, like Scream 2?
Yeah.
Where Sydney was getting a lot of like the calls and the prank calls and stuff like that. People were dressing up for him for Halloween.
I do remember that. Yes, I do. I do.
So the town was like complete waste of space. Like all the people in it were just like douchebags. Not stopping the killer. They were like celebrating like when he would kill. And it was just really weird. It was like a really weird ending. Yeah. That I wish would have just been 4 friends beaten this killer dead. Because that's what I want from my teen horrors.
Yes, I do. I do love that aspect of horror. Yeah. I want to watch that guy die.
Yeah. We want friendship and we want friendships to last.
Yes. So anyway...
Short list of books, but there's not many that we would want to like rewrite. Yeah. Which is great. But those we would just like to have seen reworked. Obviously, there's nothing that the authors can do now. So this is really just our like personal little fun game that we play in our heads. Yep. But we want to hear from you. What books would you rewrite? And what parts would you take out? What would you add in? Let us know in the comments down below or on our various social medias. We are on Twitter at AudioShelfMe, Instagram at AudioShelfMe, and Facebook at AudioShelf.
Ooh, before we end, make sure to click that red button.
Yeah.
Subscribe. So until next time, bye.
Better make sure we don't rewrite you. Ooh.